What's up everyone, I'm Ashley Smashley, and in this video I want to share with you how to integrate your judgment into compassion. If you're new to my channel, please smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications because we are just getting started over here. So this is something that I noticed I started doing naturally. I was turning my judgments towards other people into compassion. As soon as a judgment arose and I noticed, hey, I'm judging this other person, I was able to flip it in my mind and start showing them compassion instead. Now, what we need to be aware of, if we have any sort of self-awareness, we understand that when we are judging someone else, that is an aspect of ourselves that we are denying, rejecting, something about that we don't accept and love unconditionally. So therefore, this person is appearing in our reality to show us, to mirror that back at us, right? And you might be saying, Ashley, I don't think so. I judge people that do XYZ and I've never done XYZ. I just can't believe anyone would ever do XYZ. And I'm here to tell you, it's not just about this life. These are things that we are carrying around in our shadow that could be from our past lives or whatever it is. It needs to get integrated into unconditional love and compassion, and that's why it is appearing. Everything that we perceive in this reality is a mirror. It's a reflection of our beliefs and our inner whatever's that we have going on that we need to integrate. So we can use that and be like, whoa, I'm judging somebody. What does this mean about me? I need to reflect the self-awareness, right? And how can I turn this into compassion? And this is a practice. It's not something that happens instantaneously, but there are some things lately that I noticed that as soon as the judgment began to arise, I immediately shifted it into compassion. For example, I've had the pleasure of being in the presence of a tweaker lately, and as soon as they started doing their little weird tweaker things, I started to laugh and I was about to judge them, and all of a sudden it shifted. And I was like, whoa, I am sending you so much love, light, and compassion because I don't know what is going on in your little drug-induced schizophrenia, paranoid delusion land that you created for yourself. I feel you. Okay, I've been there. Could you only imagine what that person's going through right now in their little their little delusion that they created? Oh my God, I have so much compassion for that. I lived that for way too long, so I can turn it around. Instead of being judgmental, I completely shifted it and just began to send that person so much love and compassion. And that's reflection of us sending ourselves love and compassion unconditionally for things that we don't accept or once upon a time we didn't accept. In my case, in this instance, I used to be a hardcore drug addict and I went through crazy paranoid delusions. And a lot of people made fun of me around me, and that's okay. I forgive you. I would make fun of me too. Anyway, back to the topic at hand, turning the judgment into compassion. Here's another thing that's been appearing in my awareness now is that I am judging people that are asleep. And this is very common along the spiritual awakening journey, that once we awaken, we judge people who are still asleep, right? You know, the people that watch the news, they got the jab, you know, they go with the program, they are the program, right? So being able to find compassion for those people, and to be honest, the matrix needs the people that sleep, right? We gotta have people that work the post office and work these meaningless jobs. Not everyone is meant to awaken in every life, right? So if we can just, whatever we need to do to find compassion. All humans are just living out their program, right? So people who are asleep that watch the news and got the jab and, you know, they do their normal little 3D lives and they're totally oblivious to what's actually going on. Remember that you were like that once too, right? I highly doubt you were born awake and you just were woke your whole life, right? Do you remember when you were asleep? I remember when I was asleep and my sister squawked in my ear for years about what's going on in the food industry before I listened. You remember what it's like to be that person? Yes, okay, so let's have compassion because they are literally brainwashed to be the program, right? You know, people that watch TV. TV is the #1 brainwashing device out there. The government knows what they're doing. They want people to eat the food. They want people to go to the doctor. They want people to take the pills. They want people to sit around and watch TV and let them be controlled. And that's just how it is, right? This is life on earth, okay? Not everyone is meant to awaken in this time. We are the leaders of the forefront. So if we can just show these people love and compassion and know that for whatever reason, whatever these humans are doing, that we are judging, however they live, whatever they look like, whatever they dress like, that spirit chose to be that human for whatever reason. It's beyond the human mind comprehension, is beyond anything you need to worry about, right? Let that spirit do its human thing in that human life, because for whatever reason, that spirit chose to be that human and incarnate into that vessel and do whatever weird thing that you're judging, and just let them have their human experience and send them so much love and compassion, right? More thing that I notice I judge about people is how they feed their children. I just don't understand. And before we get too crazy into the food topic and send little Ashley Ego Avatar into a frenzy talking about the food industry, right? That is a hot button for her, my little ego avatar. But anyway, how are you okay with poisoning your children? I just don't get it. Personally, I think everyone thinks it's normal nowadays. We just feed the kids garbage, and then when they grow up and they're sick, we take them to the doctor and get them pills, right? They give their kids all these crazy foods and chemicals that cause hyperactivity that are illegal all over the world, besides here in the United States. And then they go take their kid to the doctor and get them ADHD pills, Adderall, or whatever, right? I judge that in other people. And I have to remember that they are the program, right? This is the program that the government wants. They don't know any better. And even if they do know better, I don't know whatever reason that spirit chose to incarnate as that little child and experience that life where they get poisoned by their parents. I mean, I was poisoned by my parents too. I don't think my parents knew any better, right? But anyway, whatever aspect of that, I reject that. So therefore, I judge that. And I have to keep practicing bringing myself back to compassion and understanding how hard it must be to be a parent nowadays and to give your kid healthy food and prepare all that. I can barely do it for myself. I couldn't even imagine doing it for a child. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of money, right? So let's try to be compassionate here. Anyway, I don't know what your hot button topics are that you judge other people for, whether it be abortion or politics or people that dress weird or gay people, whatever is. Stop and bring awareness to your judgment and flip it into compassion by seeing beyond the human, right? We're all just spirits playing little characters here on earth. This is my ego avatar, Ashley Smashley, right? Your little ego avatar is doing your little ego avatar thing, running your little human program. But beyond this, we're all spirits, right? So see beyond the human, see beyond the program, and understand there's a bigger picture going on. That spirit is being this human. It's not that serious, right? This is just like a game, a divine play, whatever you want to call it. So let's stop judging one another and start being compassionate to each other, right? Yes, the number one rule, the number one commandment, according to Jesus in the Bible, is to love thy neighbor as thyself, right? And we cannot be loving if we're judging. So if you sit in judgment a lot, I invite you to become a little more self-aware and wonder why. Why am I judging this person? Why do I care? Right? It has something to do with me. It's an aspect of me that I reject. It's hidden in my shadow somewhere, whether it be from this life or that life or whatever life. I don't know. Can't tell you. It's up to you to figure out for yourself. Anyway, if you like this video, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Stop being so judgmental and start being more compassionate to our fellow humans out here who are just doing our human thing. Right? All right, I'll see you in my next video.